Excellent.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back if you're just joining us. We are streaming the ButtonBashers versus aNimus finals in the iiyama challenge. We were having some technical problems earlier, and we're back now. We've done the intro in the beginning. If you did miss it, I apologize for that. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I do have Metuz casting here with me, and Metuz, quickly fill us in on what I have missed.
Basically not too much, mate. I mean, they knifed, and I assume that we're going to be playing Backlot first, and that's pretty much all that's happened. We're just currently waiting for ButtonBashers to ready up here so we can go live. But yeah, not too much.
Let me pop some sound into this game and flick everyone over. And actually, Metuz, if you could quickly give us a quick roster rundown.
Yep, will do. For aNimus, you have Zico, Boko, KZ Star, Future, and Stormy. And for ButtonBashers, Chubi, Ono, T3000, not entirely sure who that is, must be Jermaine, Enrio, and Kozjay.
Oh, that is definitely Jermaine then. Mr. Turret Man.
Indeed.
This is going to be a good game, to say the least. And just off the bat, I'd just like to thank our sponsors of Mondial Servers, who are bringing you this awesome service. And with that, let us, we're still waiting on Ono, Kozjay, and Jermaine to ready up here. And we should be underway. And if you guys would like to catch up with some more videos, there are more VODs on codtv.net. If once you've watched this game you think, oh, let me go watch some more, let me see what else is happening. And now's the inevitable wait game.
Yeah, well, I guess it's taken a while. We're just waiting on Ono, Jermaine, and Kozjay to ready up before we go live.
And that's actually one of the other awesome things about Pro Mod 211. They actually, if you're the last one to ready up, they, I believe they have the good old commanders voice saying, you're the only one left, complete the mission. I found that a very good play with the system there.
So what do you reckon then, like last minute tactics here, or maybe getting a couple of drinks and just chilling out before we start?
It could be. It could very well be. Or it's just, a quick bathroom break, or checking connections, or... I mean, we had, like, Mice in the other night on stream. He just kept disconnecting versus Power Gaming, and to have someone like Mice and just, disconnecting every few minutes due to Punk Buster is, probably about the most annoying thing that could happen. So, I think this is actually it's good for both of these teams that they are wasting some time here just to make sure the COD's all running and no punk busters kicking, and Pro Mod 211 is running fine, and so I could be completely wrong. One of them could just be could have severed his arm off at the moment, or Chibi broke his fingers or something again.
Anyway, to blatantly answer your question from before about what do I think that the rounds are going to be at the end of this one, I didn't forget. I think Backlot, I would be fancying 13-10 for aNimus. I know these two in the past have had monumental scores. I was actually reading before in the chat. I think 27-24 up in the past game between these two.
Wow.
So could go the distance on this map, that's for sure. I'm thinking aNimus may just pick this one up. I'm hoping they do from a neutral point of view anyway, so we can go into a couple more maps. How about yourself, Mennace? What are you feeling here?
I'm thinking 13-8 comfortable win. In all honesty.
Is that to ButtonBashers, yeah?
Yeah, to ButtonBashers, definitely. It's difficult for me to comprehend them losing this, especially the way that they have been keeping on form. I don't know how it's going to be with Chibi on a laptop. I don't want to put him up on excuses already, but I mean, I don't see it happening any other way. It's just like, no, it can't happen any other way. And that's that at the moment. But I do apologise if my talking is very limited at the moment. I'm quickly just setting up the whole Shoutcaster setup system that has been given to us for Pro Mod 311. So I believe this is pretty sick. This I'm looking forward to. You even actually have the option to spectate a Shoutcaster, which is pretty cool, to say the least. Oh well, I shall. I believe that's not actually to follow a Shoutcaster. I believe that's just actually to see who the Shoutcasters are. Actually, I wanna show the audience here what is going on. Let me bring up. Basically, this is the new. This is what we see from the from the streamer's point of view. We have the game, we have the teams, we have the scoreboard, we have Chibi connecting, and then if we pop over here into Shoutcast setup, we can see all the players, what weapons they're using at the moment, the Shoutcasters. We can cycle through players here on the right hand side. Besides that, we can click on binds, and we'll actually have a whole list of binds that we can set to players. So if we want player 1 on attack quickly, you pop a button, you press a button, that kind of thing. Or if you want to cycle through all the different classes, you hit another key over there. If you want an overview of the map, you hit another button over there. So it's really been made a lot easier, and I apologise if I'm a little bit stuttery in the first one, but this is a new system for me, and it does take some time to learn it. But we are actually going into the first round here of the ButtonBashers Finals Challenge. Metuz, take it away for us.
Alrighty, I'm going to follow Bocco here, straight from spawn, AK-47, strong grenade right over towards mid. The car didn't just float to his left, was slightly timed but will escape with one. He goes to top mid, his future claims first blood with the attack grenade onto CosJ. KZ Star following up onto Ono, and Jermaine answering back onto Bocco just before being taken down from Zico. So as you can see, we are now down to a 4v2. aNimus well in the driver's seat here. Should be trying to bring it back, but he has been closed off on that laptop of his. Just Enrio remaining in the mid. Has got that nice wall bang onto Stormy. Heard the plank go down, but given his position away in future, will polish him off. And that is the first round to aNimus.
That was a very convincing round there from the aNimus side, I have to admit. I see Ono has got scope in hand, and I would love to jump on him here from the get-go, and let's actually see what this side, or what this scope for ButtonBashers is catching, to say the least, with him taking a nade straight to the face. And that'll be him down, along with Bocco from the aNimus side. And now we're down to a 4 versus 4 in 20 seconds of the game gone. KZ Star sitting bottom mid. He's going to try and make a move onto the rat hole. They did have a player from ButtonBashers up on that ruin side on the previous round, and if I can use my fancy new feature, I'm going to give you guys a nice little overview here of the map and show you how the ButtonBashers side have spread them out across the map. They've got one at A, two in mid area, and one on B side. aNimus have also gone for a very wide spread, really not being able to cover each other. And that having said, Chubi's taken down Futury. KZStar's going to make this push up into ruins, but he is going to meet the ButtonBashers player. That'll be in Rio getting slightly tagged up. KZStar does move in. He does get tagged up. And from there, he's just kind of sitting and waiting for the ButtonBashers players to make a move. Zycox on that mid roof taking out Jermaine. And it's 3 versus 3 with Zycox, KZStar, Stormy, and Chubi. Or against Chubi and Rio as Zycox finishes off Koje. And that mid roof player really becoming a vital person here. And there comes Chubi in with the deagle to tank on Zycox in the head. And now it looks like this aNimus side is going to make a move onto the B side. KZStar's aim failing him slightly there as he tries to take down the rotating ButtonBashers players. And it is now 1 versus 2 as Chubian and Rio go for KZStar and they do take him out. And the two Mead brothers have won that one.
Alrighty, into the third round here. I'm going to take it away with Chubi from Spawn SMG going towards A, throwing the attack nade over. We have seen quite a few people fall the attack nade so far, and once again, this time Chubi claiming the scalp of Bocco around L-bend, I feel that nade was, from the trajectory through it from the and the throw from Spawn way over the mid building. Future has claimed Kozj before KZStar drops the Jermaine's AK here. Going tit for tat, 3 versus 3. Zycox onto Chubi. It would seem that aNimus are definitely favouring this A site. Stormy going down with the plant. He's going to get that final plant down. There we go. Time ticking down now. aNimus will be feeling quite good about that one. Zycox is camping in mid-house, trying to cover his teammates. Both of the aNimus players in very precarious positions. The Future has been taken down from Unreal, was caught with his pants down, peeking round, but Zycox will finish off Unreal as he pushes towards the front of A. Jermaine has replied back onto Zycox just before. Zycox did get on 0-2, so we're down to 1v1, 17 seconds. Stormy just camping on the A stairs. Jermaine coming in for the defuse. The fairly obvious fake there. He's going to go for the full defuse now, and he will be taking down. Clever play for Stormy. Didn't fall for the fake. And aNimus now take a 2-1 lead. Looking pretty good. Zycox on 8 for 2 so far.
He is absolutely playing like a beast there. I mean, he's really, what I've seen from him, he's just gone to that mid side and just been dropping players left, right and centre at every chance they get. I do seem to be having a little glitch here with Promo 211 as I have 3 aNimus Stormies on my screen, which is no help as is, and that's odd then. Anyway, I'm going to be following here Jermaine as he tries to hold this A bomb site, but it's not going down too well. I'm unsure of how many aNimus players are alive at the moment. We have 3 for ButtonBashers. Kozj and Ono tagged up beyond life. KZStar is going to finish off Ono though, and it's down to Mr. T3000 and Kozj. Jermaine getting their first headshot into KZStar. And we are down to 3 aNimus players. Kozj sitting in that mid-house trying to get peeks as he hopes that the aNimus side make a mistake and try and go for him. But Stormy quickly finishes off him off over there. Who as he jumps onto that mid bin, and we'll have Kozj with SMG pushing back A, but he does get shut down by Future's SMG, and we'll be going 3-1 at the moment to aNimus.
Absolutely. Looks like Promo 211 doesn't really like us at the moment. I'm seeing 4 Stormies now on aNimus. Strange stuff. But let's carry on the action here as I'm following Bocco from aNimus as he's pushing very aggressively onto top A. Has actually managed to get all the way onto top A. Very aggressive stuff here. 3 players have fallen in the form of KZStar, Kozj and Enrio. So at the moment aNimus are a player up. And right now, looks like they're going to try and get that A plant down. This time it's Future. Chubi did just take down Stormy, the bomb planter from 2 rounds ago. And right now, it's went from a 4v3 to a 3-on-2 in favour of ButtonBashers. They've clawed this one back. But remember, the bomb is down. The important thing here is that bomb defusal. ButtonBashers trying to push forward steadily here. Jermaine coming around the corner onto Deep Girders, and he has taken down Chubi. Bocco then takes down Ono. Now it's down to a 1v1. Jermaine trying to make amends for that mistake onto Chubi, but is it too little too late here? 13 seconds remaining. Throwing the smoke to try and masquerade his full defuse. He has been flashed in the face. Bocco's going to push in right now, and he will get that frag onto Jermaine. Just a few millimeters remaining. The important thing is it's now 4-1 to aNimus.
That's so true, and the man on the laptop, the man that we actually were trying, well, not really making excuses for, but we were talking about earlier, has seemingly been top fragging for his team. I want to follow him as he's taking this SMG up to B side. He's really pushing up hard as Future takes on Koj. Chubi's going to land their first frag onto KZ Star, and I believe he has Zycox sitting in mid house. Honor's going to finish him off though, and that leaves the rest of aNimus on A. This is a 4 versus 3 situation. Chubi's gone all the way through mid. Mario's going to get a kill onto Bocco. Future's going to drop through through Jermaine's AK, and it is now all down to Stormy as he actually drops Ono. And let me flick over him to as his bottom A. There's 3 ButtonBashers players to find. And this could be the start of a ButtonBashers comeback, for what we hope. The bomb is just outside of A, so he's first going to have to go all the way around the front and try and retrieve that. But he has got Chippy waiting for him, so there's no easy way for him to do this. He's on that bomb side. He's getting sprayed up from mid-side and tin area. And I believe that it isn't Rio flanking all the way around from mid-house. He's going to make it up to front A. He does land the first kill onto Chubi. Nearly picks up that bomb. But Rio's going to be sitting in that mid-house, being able to spot his movements as he runs into A. Spray's going to come in from Jermaine at any moment as Stormy tries to go for the plant. He fakes it and he tries to spot Jermaine and Rio in mid, and he does actually get him. And is now all down to Jermaine as he's sitting in that mid area, and Stormy lands the frag, and that was brilliantly played from Stormy. I believe this was a 1 versus 4. That was just unreal. Really well played from him. ButtonBashers are going to be kicking themselves for that one.
You heard it here first, guys. Mr. Stormy tuning into AnnihilationStation.fm, going massive with the 4v1 clutch, getting that 5th important round for aNimus. 4 rounds ahead at the moment, and Bocco trying to make it his own here. Gets that kill onto Chubi. Ono with a double kill there onto Zycox and Future. Sick scope work from Ono. This is the kind of scoping you were talking about before, Mennace. But Jermaine is trying to close off this round, trying to claw one back for ButtonBashers. They've been on a bit of a losing streak in this game so far. I believe that's the last 4 rounds have went to aNimus. They're going to want to stop this right in its tracks. 4v2, Bocco and Stormy. The man of the minute, Stormy, after that last round, has been taken down, as has Bocco. So that is another round to ButtonBashers. They're going to have to rinse and repeat this a few times if they want to get level. It's 5-2.
That was just unbelievable scope work there from Ono, dropping 3 of the aNimus players. And I mean, if ButtonBashers repeated the round and lost another 1 versus 4, I think I might have cried slightly. And then we're going to follow Koj here. He's got SMG and he's going to try and look to push towards this A site. No ButtonBashers players actually making it in. Ono's going to open up with a frag onto KZ Star. Really playing it vital for his team. And aNimus have actually made their way all the way through mid. Future getting a kill onto Jermaine. Jermaine's going to be slightly angry at his team for not having mid covered. Then again, the situation just did not really have it in their favour. Stormy's going to be moving with this bomb through Albend as well. He's going to try and look out for any hiding ButtonBashers players. At the moment it's a 4 versus 4. And on your screen you'll see 4 Stormies versus Chubi, Ono, and Rio and Koj. As one of the Stormies turns into Bocco. And we are following the actual Stormy here though, as he's going to fake that bomb site. No spray coming in from Ono. And I believe that's Koj sitting back A. Although not being too stupid to peek in there. Somebody's going to go for the full plant now. And Koj is going to be drawn in. Bocco's going to take him out though. Zycox going to add on to that, taking out Chubi. And it's down to Ono and in Rio to bring this one back. Ono getting the tag onto Stormy that was sitting on the bomb. Although Zycox is going to get the second frag onto in Rio. And he's going to go for the third onto Ono. Just nothing standing in his way as he decimates his ButtonBasher side.
It seemed that aNimus have just came out of the blocks with such hunger to bring this one back. They know they don't have much room for error, but Bashers win this map. They do win the whole iiyama challenge. They really need to push forward here, and Zycox may be a bit too aggressive there, catching Enrio's nade to the forehead. Bocco has been taken down from Koj, so ButtonBashers looking quite strong in this round. They need to do that. They're 6-2 behind at the moment. Enrio with his second frag of the round. But this time onto Future with that AK-47. So I'm going to switch over to aNimus. with KZ Star. He is surrounded, getting pounded through the walls, and there's Ono. Picks up with the scope, gives him a quick wave, and takes his head clean off his shoulders. He has been taken down afterwards from Stormy's AK, but now the whole ButtonBashers team know exactly where Stormy is. 4 guns pointing at his face. But can he do the double here? Can he go for the 4v1 sit clutch? Once again, the answer is a resounding no, as Kozjay Deagle Pro through the wall takes him out. 6-3 to scoreline.
Let's what I hope is Zycox doesn't get a nade to the face, as he's gonna most likely push that mid house again, and currently top fragging this whole match with 12 for 7 after only 9 rounds, so really pulling out something here for his team. Chibi's going to go onto Baka though, and Future's going to reply onto Kozjay. Chibi going for a second onto Future, and I believe our pro mod overlay is nearly back to life. Although Chibi's going to get a nade onto his teammate, he's really not going to be happy about that one, and Zycox is actually going to finish Chibi off. 2 players from ButtonBashers dying completely unnecessarily. KZ Star is going to get the extra frag there onto Inrio, and we'll have the bomb go down. Let's switch over to Ono here, as he's got scope in hand, top ruins, nowhere near that bomb site. He's got 3 players from aNimus to find. He hears one in the mid area, he does spot him, unable to get him. He lands the frag onto KZ Star. Only 2 left to find. Stormy and Stormy, or Stormy and Zycox. Ono's going to move up here into the mid house with that AK in hand, trying to find any player he could. He tags up Stormy, but Stormy will just peek around the corner and finish him off. Unlucky for Ono, and that is 7-3 in favour of aNimus.
Stormy and Stormy combination going massive there, thanks to Pro Mod 2.11. 4 Stormies in aNimus at the moment. What can you do? But let's pick up the action as Stormy actually team nades Future, and Ono's Yamad Broadbine comes out. There's probably going to be a couple of words there. Let's carry on with the action, switching over to Ono here. Looks like he has picked up the AK, favouring it over the scope. Not much is happening, so we'll switch over. Very unorthodox to see Backlot go to 1 minute 13 without any other kills, but there we go. Ono making amends for the slow pace there, taking down KZ Star in his tracks. Kozjay picks up the SMG frag onto Zycox, absolutely slaughtering him there. And Rio and Chubi both coming in onto Stormy and Boko respectively. And that is a 7-4 scoreline, and I think if ButtonBashers can bring this one back to 7-5, they won't be that displeased with that performance, because at one stage it was 5-2 and 6-2.
No, I believe the ButtonBashers side here has woken up, and they've realised that there's no margin for error at the moment. Well, the Jermaine's going to open up there with the car kill onto Bako. Future's going to get the reply onto Inrio. Chubi, Kozjay and Ono going massive for their team, or minus Ono, taking out 2 aNimus players, and Ono going for his Deagle Bro friend, Mr. Kozjay, and we're down to Zycox and Stormy versus Chubi, Ono and Jermaine. I actually want to flick over to Jermaine, as he'll be sitting on that A side. He does take out Stormy, he's got one more to find, and he peeks around the corner, lands the shot onto Zycox, and just solid play there coming out from Jermaine. Really what they needed. And it's 7-5 at the half, and I don't think it's impossible for these guys to bring it back, especially on attack.
Absolutely, I mean it was 6-2 at one stage, so they give you an indication of the kind of comeback that ButtonBashers have formed here. But aNimus still two rounds ahead here. I think in the beginning of the match they'd have took that. So aNimus really need to kind of turn on the defense mode now, try and close out these rounds, win the map so we can go a bit further on in this final. But here we go, second half live. Who do you fancy winning this one, Mennace?
Still ButtonBashers 13-8. I'm telling you, ButtonBashers 13-8. Don't believe me.
Wow, confident.
I will prove it to you. I have faith in these lads. You got to really be behind the team you support. You know, even if you are a Man U supporter. Anyway, we'll start off here with Rio nade onto Stormy, Zycox and his teammate getting frags onto Chibi and Kozjay. We're down to 3 versus 4 very quickly into this round. Baka's going to add on to that, getting Jermaine. Ono's going to sit here on this MG side. He's got one in that rat hole area. KZ Star's going to get a kill onto Rio, going big this round for his team. And it's 1 versus 4. Ono has bomb at spawn. And I think he's going to find this one very difficult to play, especially after KZ Star figures out where he is. KZ Star's going to get Deagle to the face though, but Zycox's going to be leaning out of mid-window, and he's going to finish off Ono. And I'm still confident that they're going to take this 13-8.
Well, I called 13-10 to aNimus at the beginning, and I'm going to stick to that. I think it's going that way at the moment, but let's follow a player I haven't really followed yet. Let's go for Future, for aNimus, for the SMG. We have 3 players aNimus pushing into A. Let's see if it works out for them. So far it is. Icoc's going huge there onto Enreal before being closed off from Kozj's SMG. SMG versus SMG, that Chubi with the blatant nade onto Stormy. So aNimus are a player behind now, 4v3 as you can see on the screen. What's going on? Ono seems to be very cautiously looking towards Ruins, hoping to pick a player. There is actually a player up there. I'm going to have a quick switch to see who it is. It is KZ Star with the AK as Bocco has closed off Chubi. He's also spraying up, I believe that was Ono who KZ Star actually finishes off. Bocco then going massive onto Jermaine. Kozj's bottom A has taken down Future. Moko, who's currently top A, has been very well made aware of that. He is now watching the stairs, and a very smart kill there from Bocco, claiming his Gordon Freeman of the round. And that is 9-5 now to aNimus. They look to be quite comfortable on defense here.
It's going to end 13-8. It might not be looking towards the ButtonBashers side, but okay, I might just call it 13-8. And I'm going to follow Kozj has made a very quick rush into this mid area. He's going to jump out the side of mid house, and he's going to look to push on towards 10. Bocco's going to open up onto Jermaine though. Chibi replying onto Zycox. Kozj pushing all the way forward onto 10, taking up Future as he peeks through the rat hole. And we'll have a very split aNimus side trying to defend this ButtonBashers. Very quick push. They seem to have themselves situated around mid area, and 2 of the aNimus players on that B side, 1 lower 10 and 1 on the actual B bomb. If they can clear them off, they should be able to get onto the bomb side relatively easy. KZ Star's going to take out Ono, which is very unlucky for him. Kozj pulling out his Digo. Bocco is going to get a kill onto Chubi, and Enria is going to finish off Bocco there. And I believe it is Enria is going to try and finish off that player top Ruins. Let's actually flick over here to Stormy, who's sitting on a lower 10, as he's going to make his way to push up towards covering that mid. After I think they've realized that the players are going to go A. He does spot 1 on the A bomb side, and we'll have the 2 ButtonBashers players getting that bomb down on the A side. And it's now down to Stormy and KZ Star to get that bomb down. Kozj does peek outside of mid, and he lands the kill onto KZ Star. Stormy's going to be spraying into that mid area. Kozj is escaping with his life, and Nria's clicking on run top A. Does land the frag and does finish off Stormy, and it's 6-9 to aNimus. And it seems ButtonBashers have called a timeout. Ah, Chibi's timed.
It's strangely timed, because so did I.
Wow.
No idea why. Game just randomly cut me out. But kind of half glad they called a timeout. Lets me get back in again. But yeah, 9-6. So it's been a really good game, this one so far, to be honest.
It has been, and I'm very happy with the outcome as it is so far. Both these teams, you can see, are fighting really hard, and the random peaks that aNimus have are just actually so smart, and in my opinion not seen that much in the community. I mean, the way they're peeking out of side bit, or instead of the usual, you know, lean left the top A, you know, lean right past the wooden struts, like Bocco did when he was at the top there with an AK defending off Kozj. And it's just like, it's just really well played from both of these teams.
Yeah, I was actually going to say this before. I'm not entirely sure if this is right or not, but we were saying before Chubi's on his laptop. Surely he would have been playing on a laptop for pretty much the whole tournament so far. I mean, would that be correct, or is this something that's just recently happened?
I can't actually say anything at the moment. I'll have to talk to him after the match. I'll send him a quick X-Fi message and just see if I can maybe find out what he has been doing or what is going on there. Anyway, we will be joining the action here again, as it seems that Chubi is back. Now I'm going to see if I can follow Ono here. Someone's going to open up with a nade onto Jermaine, and Ono really loves to be pushing that B side. Zyclops is going to get an SMG onto Chubi, and very unfortunate for Chubi as his morals can't be too high right now. We have 2 aNimus players sitting on that B ruins area, and Ono at the moment just trying to look for any kind of peek he can. He's going to have one pushing up right in front of him. His timing is just going to be unlucky. He lands the no-scope, but Zycox actually finishes them off, and his teammate gets finished off as well. Stormy's going to land the last kill there onto Kozj, and it's going to be 6-10 in favor of aNimus. And ButtonBashers really need to start looking to pick it up now.
One thing I can definitely kind of see already is the amount of team kills that have happened in this game. We must be on half a dozen or so already, which is quite strange when you consider the skill level of the two teams competing at the moment. But maybe they're just trying that little bit harder, making a couple of slip-ups here and there. But as I've been talking, 4 players have fell. It's down to a 3v3. Bocco has been heavily tabbed, but will regen. So Kozj, Zycox, Stormy and Tubi have all fallen early in this round. 1 minute 15 remaining. And Jermaine has just been molested from KZ Star before Future gets taken down from Ono. Ono with a double frag, exactly when it's needed. 2v2, who do you want to go huge? Ono with a triple, right at the end. Just what you need. Raise the morales a tiny bit. And it has brought it back to 7-10. Sick play from Ono.
No, I actually want to try and find him. I'm not really hitting all the wrong keys. There we go. I actually want to follow Stormy, who's filled up our Pro Mod live screen with 4 of his names, and the 4 Stormies are going to land an 8 kill here onto Tubi. Actually falls back towards his 10 area, is going to make sure that no one pushes through that rat hole. Bogger's going to land an AK onto Rio. ButtonBash is 2 men down, 20 seconds into the match, or into this round. Stormy spamming away, hoping to get a random talk kill, a random spray kill. At the moment the battlefield has gone quiet. Random bullets flying around but no kills dropping. I believe that's going to be Future taking out Kozj. Jermaine's going to get aNimus and Stormy's going to push up here to Ono. He's going to find Ono any second. He does land the kill onto Ono and we're down to Jermaine, who is sitting in that L-bend area, and Zycox is going to come in and finish him off, and it's 7-11 in favour of aNimus.
Absolutely. I'll just give you a quick idea before we get into the heat of this round. Zycox on 20 frags, by far and away top fragging here. Closest to him is 14, which is shared between Enrio and Ono for ButtonBashers. And there we go, the man, myth, the legend, just dropping a frag grenade onto Jermaine's face, and then receives one himself. So a game of catch here. And let's carry on with the action. Following Bocco, 3 ButtonBasher players pushing towards A. One of them has fallen. It was Tubi, still 2 out there. Bocco being like a cobra here, waiting to coil and strike as Ono has replied onto KZ Star, the perpetrator from just a few seconds before. Bocco has seen a player pushing towards bottom mid. It was Ono and he has claimed that frag. Bocco, if he plays his cards right here, can easily get the next 2 kills. Both of the last ButtonBasher players are on A, but Kozj is just a bit too quick for Future on that exchange, takes him down. Bocco comes around the corner, picks up 1, picks up 2. Sick play from Bocco, 3rd frag of the round, going monumentally huge, and that will be a 12-7 lead to aNimus. Wow.
That's no small feat, I can say at least. You know, I actually want to follow the man of the hour at the moment, Mr. Zycox, and let's see what he's doing over here. He's gotten a tag onto that L-bend, and Rhea's going to open up with a nade onto Bocco though. Zycox pushed all the way into this A bomb set. He's actually walked right past a ButtonBashers player, and ButtonBashers seem to have stacked outside of this A area. And Rhea's going to shoot him through the wall after his arm probably glitched or so forth. KZ's going to make his way all up onto the top ruins. We'll have a really good overview of the map now, as him and Stormy are the only ones left. He's going to tag up Kozj's top A. He's going to land the frag. Ono's going to be sitting in the mid area looking for him though, and he'll find him any second. He does land the kill onto Ono. This has gone down to a 2 versus 2. Jermaine and Rio versus KZ Star and Stormy. This round being very vital, and we will actually see one of the ButtonBashers players sneaking through rat hole here, as KZ Star runs right past, and it isn't Rio, and he does land the frag, and it's now all down to Stormy, who's on that A bomb site, and Mr. Jermaine is going to come around from the top, Hellfire, and just finish him off there, telling him no more. And we're down to you know, very vital match points here for aNimus, and on the same hand, you know, ButtonBashers can't lose anymore if they want to keep this to 1 map.
Absolutely correct. aNimus want to try and close this one out as soon as possible, and Kozj is just fading that dwindling light by taking down Bocco very early on the round. Tubi replying onto Zycox, so the top fragger is down. Future and Tubi both get another frag each. It's now down to Stormy. 1v4. Deja vu. What can he do this time? And he doesn't even manage to land a single frag, and then Rio just tips around the corner, takes him out. And this for me is the difference between teams like ButtonBashers and your average kind of academy pre-invite teams. They're 12-7 down, they bounce back to take the next 2 rounds. Great mentality for these guys.
And it seems that the A push has really started to develop here. They're just not taking any more rubbish and just actually full on pushing his side. And we have Jermaine going plus 15. Unbelievable from him. Ono is just going to quickly clean off Boko there, and we're actually down to the man I started with. Mr. KZStar is going to have to try and find 4 very determined ButtonBashers players, and Coach is going to come in from the side and finish him off. But I mean, unbelievable nade there from Jermaine.
One nade changes the whole round. Jermaine, wow. Just wow. The 13-10 is on, by the way. Come on, aNimus. You got it in you. You lost the last 3 rounds. It's time to bounce back. Show us what you're made of. And Boko's trying to do just that. Kozj has been taken down. A reversal from a couple rounds ago where Boko was taken out from Kozj. Chubi just jumps out there, claiming Stormy's scalp, but he has been closed off instantly afterwards from KZStar answering the call. And Rio has picked up the kill onto KZStar. So we are now down to a 3 versus 3. Ono still back at spawn with the scope. Jermaine trying to sneak his way into bottom 8. Ono has claimed future. So now aNimus are a player down. Team Stormy as it is actually a Boko and a Zecox. So I'm not entirely sure. It says Stormy for me, but Boko has claimed the kill onto Jermaine here. Boko then gets taken down from Ono, had all the makings of a plus 10 or double kill, but he failed the last few milliseconds. And Zecox has it all to do here. 2 versus 1. Taken out from Ono. 3 frags in the last half of that round. Sick play and 11-12. What will this do to aNimus's confidence if ButtonBashers pull this one back to go into overtime?
I know. I think it's going to be slightly demoralizing, especially after aNimus have been so strong in the beginning rounds, and just not being able to keep that strength, and realizing that the enemy is adapting so fast that you just can't claim the rounds you need quick enough. And we will actually have Jermaine rushing all the way onto top A. If he can stop Boko getting there, he'll have a pretty good spread of the map. But it seems that Boko is really taking his time to push that top A side, knowing that the enemy is looking for him there. Jermaine is just going to play a keen. It has gone very quiet. No frags landing as of yet. We have 3 ButtonBashers players on that A side. All they are waiting for is that opening kill to set loose the animals. Jermaine will play it safe here and crawl across to make sure that KZStar is sitting in that B room just can't have any effect of him. And Rio's going to get tagged up from wreck containers from a lucky spray. And we have Jermaine crawling all the way across here painstakingly. Going to be completely worth it though. As his teammates pushing, Kozj is going to be heavily tagged up. He's going to try and fall back. And Jermaine's in a very pivotal position if he can just actually drop down and get that frag. He's got 2 of the players under him. Boko's going to get the kill onto Rio. And this means that Jermaine's really going to start having to make a move here. He does get the first shot. Kozj's going to go into the second one. And that's -1 for the A bomb side cover. Future's going to land the kill. We're down to Jermaine. 1 versus 3. 11-12 is the score. And he's going to do something in 3 seconds, or they are going to lose the first map. He'll land the first kill, but there's just not enough time to get the next 2. And it will be 13-11 in favor of aNimus. And that is the first map. As simple as
tight
that.
was that towards the end?
That was just brilliant play from both teams.
We had a 12-7 situation go to 12-11. They must have been clenching those buttocks pretty damn tight there, aNimus. But hey, they walked away with it right at the end. That's the important thing. They won the first map. They're still in this final. Remember, had ButtonBashers have won Backlot, they would have been the actual winners of the whole cup altogether. So, hard pot's been done for aNimus. They just have to carry on this momentum now.